I'll be dreaming. 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 I'll be dreaming.
So I dissected my Nidus, formatted it a couple of times, and inserted the new Umbral mods to see whether or not it fits this infested wrecking machine. So what's the end result, you asked? Let's find out. So right after 11 freaking former, this is the build I came up while having the 3 new Umbral mods. Take note that this is not exactly an 11 former build. As you know me, I don't usually grind for another Warframe as I'm kind of clingy and want to stick with one Warframe until its prime version came out. So anyway, when you want to have the 3 new Umbral mods, you really need to sacrifice some mods. If you have seen my Endgame Nidus, you probably know that I have a dash polarity aura on the aura slot to equip either corrosive projection or enemy radar, but this time, I need steel charge to increase my mod capacity. Well, this aura also works well for my Nidus as I usually use the pox to strip armors and then use my armor to kill them. Steel charge do give me more damage on my melee weapon, so yes, it's a perfect fit for this setup. Also, you need to sacrifice primed mods. I don't worry about using the normal continuity as it's sufficient enough to give me longer duration on my Ravenous and Parasitic Link ability. However, the first time I run this build on MOT, I feel really awkward because I don't have primed flow. I usually spam my first ability a lot, and with this build, I need to be precise on using my virulence as I'm only relying on the base energy of Nidus. I do have trouble keeping my energy up in mid-level plays as enemies die really fast even with virulence alone, but it's not really a big issue as I'm using Zenuric's energizing dash, and Hunter Adrenaline or Rage will definitely give you full energy almost every time when enemies starts to scale up. Now I could use Overextended and then Stretch on this build, but I choose not to. I just don't like the negative power strength that Overextended brings to this build, and I'm pretty satisfied with 21 meters lava. Now I have Augur Secrets for more power strength, but it's not actually needed as with the 3 Umbral mods, you can achieve 181% power strength, which is perfect to get that 90% damage redirection from your parasitic link. However, more power strength for me is quite handy as it gives me not only damage, but extra heal rate from Ravenous. In fact, you can add more power strength in this build by replacing Augur Secrets with Transient Fortitude. The build still works fine, but I choose this setup so I have enough capacity to put Enemy Sense on the Excalibur mod slot. It's really personal preference, but I really suggest that you try this mod as not only does it gives you awareness on your surroundings as it highlights enemies on your radar, but it also helps in enemy pathing. It's really helpful especially if you want to do some solo endurance runs. So this is my Umbral Nidus build. You can follow it or just make it as a reference to create your very own Nidus build. The upside of this build is that it gives Nidus more EHP, and as well as an easy way to achieve 180% power strength without any negative effects. The downside is, it cost a lot of former. Now that I'm done showing you my mod setup, let's talk about my experience using this build. Actually, equipping the new Umbral mods on Nidus is actually good, if you have the resources to max them all out though. It's really an interesting build and somehow powerful, but not actually a must. My endgame Nidus can compete with this Umbral Nidus. The only difference are, Umbral Nidus has more EHP and it's easier to get that 180% power strength cap for your parasitic link, or you can even get more if you choose to. But, like I've said earlier, it's just costly, as you need a lot of endo and credits to max rank all 3 Umbral mods. Not to mention that you also need a lot of former for your Nidus. When I compare my endgame build and this Umbral Nidus build, there's really not much of a difference. I mean, both builds allow me to stack my mutations, and most of all, both of it are really tanky and I never die with my Nidus using either builds. So overall, I can say that you can try the new Umbral mods for Nidus if you have the resources. while you can stick with the normal endgame setup if you don't have the former, endo and credits yet. By the way, if you are having troubles building your Nidus on endgame levels, then I suggest that you watch my endgame Nidus build. I will just leave the link at the end of this video. Now, I did try the new Umbral mods on a couple of Warframes, so expect that I will be releasing more videos like this. So that's it for now. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before leaving, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more Warframe videos like this from our channel. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.
I'll be dreaming. 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 I'll be dreaming.